Welcome back, folks. I hope everyone is cool. I would love to see the comment or the chat box for the first time. If you can hear me, just let me know, okay? And if you can't hear me, that is also important to know. So please let me know both of them. Either way, if you can hear me or not. Guys, can you hear me? Jack T, thanks for penguin. Miguel, hello brother. Just let me know if you can hear me. Hello, 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 hello. Mic testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hello, hello, hello. Could hear me. Oh, okay. So you can hear me. Thank you, brother. Look at this 15-minute chart. This swing high and that swing high. They're relatively equal highs, so they are the buy side liquidity. Price has traded this entry fair value gap. This is the last fair value gap. This is the entry fair value gap. Price has traded that, went higher. This is the lowest down close body close candle. The high or open of this candle is the order block. This is the mean threshold of that order block. So these two black line, this is the order block. This is the mean threshold. From 15-minute chart, I don't want to see anybody will close below this mean threshold. I'm bullish. This buy side liquidity is my primarily, this is my target. If I get any kind of market structure shift over here, I will go for that buy. And until this buy side liquidity, it's gonna be something 25 handle or something like that. That is my target. Initial target, this buy side liquidity. That is all-time high. You can see this is the all-time high. So this is the last target. So over here, all I'm looking for a market structure shift. If I would love to look for a sell, then see this last fair value gap. If this is broken, then I will start to look for sell. Otherwise, I'm not interested to look for sell. Over here, I will just waiting for a market structure shift. The logic is market went lower, take all of the sell side liquidity, everything has taken. At the same time, it has traded this last fair value gap from 15-minute chart. After that, this is a displacement, market structure shift, entry fair value gap, breakaway gap. Here, entry fair value gap, breakaway gap. Price came to this entry fair value gap, went higher, make this relatively equal highs, come back again to this down close body close candle, which is called the bullish order block. The opening and the high is the order block. This is the mean threshold or the 50% of that order block. Price has traded this order block, broken that order block, and failed to close below this mean threshold. Still now I'm looking for 1-minute market structure shift. If I get 1-minute market structure shift, I will go for that buy. If you look here in dollar index, this is dollar index hourly chart. This is the hourly last fair value gap. Over here, price went higher, take all of this buy side liquidity, closed below the constant crosspoint of that last fair value gap. Then went lower, trade this fair value gap, bullish fair value gap, come back again until this order block. See, this is the highest up close body close candle, which is also the order block. Trade over there. So far, it's a bearish movement, and I have this sell side liquidity from yesterday. This low and that low, they are relatively equal lows. That is my target. I'm expecting that dollar will go for that sell side liquidity. As dollar is bearish, it should keep going higher. All I need a market structure shift toward that buy side liquidity. If I get it, I'll go for buy. If I don't get it, I'm not doing anything. If market can break this fair value gap, see this fair value gap from 15-minute chart, last fair value gap. If market can close below this fair value gap, I will start to look for sell for this Monday low. In my opinion, this is low probability. Market should not do that, because if market wanted to do that, then any of this bearish parabolic cap could hold the price and then send it back for the sell side liquidity. When it didn't do that, instead of that, this parabolic cap is broken. So I believe that market will keep going higher, and rest of the session it will be bullish. That is my opinion. uh, this is the starting of uh, PM session, sorry, afternoon, not afternoon, sorry, lunch hour. Market went higher, went lower, take the liquidity around that area. This is the last down close week, not down close, actually this is the week. 50% of that week has been uh, the 50% of that week has traded. Now all I need a market structure shift. That's all I need. If I don't get it, I'm not interested to trade. Whatever I explained over here, instead of that, I'm not interested to do anything. Okay, nothing, exactly nothing. I'm interested to do nothing. Hey Cizo, voice clear, thank you brother. Ludis, thank you brother, as it is perfect. I'm unable to push my button as I took two losses in the morning session. So two loss in after one another. So I'm not going to push my button. Instead of that, I will use this tool. But when I will see something more obvious, I will only then use this tool. Otherwise, I'm not interested to use that tool as well. So if I see something more obvious, I will use this tool. Otherwise, I'm not gonna use anything. I'll just read the price. That's all. And I'm not going to read your comment, that's for sure, because today I really got very upset, and the morning session I got very angry as well. I was so rude. I was feeling bad. Okay, I'm extremely sorry for that, but yep, it was not a good thing. By the way, the breaker block is my favorite model, and it give me 95% winning percentage. Okay, I mean 95% of the time I get profit from this breaker block entry. Whatever. If you want to wait for the perfect setup, all you have to do is you have to wait for a perfect market structure shift and the favorable cap entry. That's all you have to wait. Remember this line, I mean over here, this is the 15-minute order block, and this line, I mean over here, this is the mean threshold of that 50-minute order block over here. This is the weak 50% which has been traded. You can see over here or not. See there, the weak 50% from 1 minute chart, it tapped to that 50%, went higher. Okay, I was talking about this week 50%, so let me mark the 50% over here, and it is tick by tick, so something so obvious. This is the 50%. Let me make sure that it's at the right this. So this is the 50%. If I step to that 50%, at the same time it has traded this entry fair value gap, then went higher. Now it didn't work. I got stopped out over here. It should have worked, but it didn't work. Best setup for me. That was the best setup for me. The breaker block entry, though the target is very small, it didn't work. I got stopped out. Still, this is a perfect setup. What the just didn't work. That the just didn't work. Okay. Now it has broken everything. Came back until the entry fair value gap, constant encroachment. We will see how this candle works. Still, I'm bullish until the min threshold of that order block is not broken. I'm bullish. Just 7.5 handle stop loss. Keep that in your mind. I will keep it right over there. 7 handle 5. 7.5. I'll keep that in my mind. I seen that market. Okay, market was little overzealous, so it has taken one more time the liquidity. This breaker block is still valid. If market can close above this breaker block one more time, then I will not wait for retest the breaker block. Wherever the candle will close, I will take my entry again, and in that type of situation I will go for that buy sell liquidity, because in this type of situation market came here, use this inversion fair value gap over here. This is the inversion fair value gap from 15-minute chart. Use that inversion fair value gap, went lower, take the liquidity one more time. So over here it has taken this liquidity, failed to take that block. This is the last fair value gap from 1 minute chart. Breaker block is still valid. All I need to see is another candle close above this breaker block. Today's price action, if you say, yeah, it's extremely difficult and very bad, very bad price action. Even this buy, all the buy over there, it's extremely bad price action. Let me remove these lines because 15-minute chart is not seen. Until the body didn't close below this min threshold, it's a valid order block. So this order block is still holding the price, and so far it's cool. But this is a manipulation over manipulation, and today's Tuesday, the manipulation is the first job which is going to happen today, again and again. As the way I have explained the weekly analysis, I told that avoid trading Monday and Tuesday. We don't have any red folder news in Monday and Tuesday. It's not going to be easy to trade, but Wednesday is the first day where trading will be much more easier. what ICT actually do, if he actually take the entry when the market just go above the breaker block, but I can't use the breaker block like that way. Instead of that, I wait. If market close above the breaker block, then I take re-entry. But ICT told, when you will see that market just went above the breaker block, take the entry. If you get stopped out for the first time, then take entry to the next time when just market close go above the breaker block. But I wait to close the candle above the breaker block. I wait for that. I will wait for that again. Again, I guess some more people have joined, so let me clear the concept again. See this parallel gap from 15-minute chart, last parallel gap. Until this parallel gap is not broken, I am not selling anything. I am going buy and buy. If I get a perfect market structure shift, I will call a perfect setup. For me, breaker is the most easiest one to trade, so I will trade depend on this breaker. If you want to wait for the market structure shift, wait for that. Wait for a perfect market structure shift. If you get a perfect market structure shift, go for the buy. If you're thinking that market is going to fall, you would love to take sell, you can go for that as well. I have no objection with that. But if you are looking for a buy and if you want to take the perfect buy, just wait for a market structure shift. Market structure shift, fair value gap, immediate reaction, take buy. You have this clean buy side liquidity. So if you can see this high and that high, they're relatively equal highs. So you have clean buy side liquidity. Price came here to this entry fair value gap, went higher, come back again to this order block, lowest down close candle. This is the opening of that order block. This is the mean threshold. So far this order block is holding the price because nobody closed below the mean threshold. So it's absolutely perfect, yet it is holding the price, and I'm believing that market will go for that buy side liquidity. So at the first time I got stopped out by this breaker. If the market close above the breaker, I will take re-entry. Okay, just I will take re-entry. The second time I am not going to wait to retest the breaker block. The price action is not, it's not good, okay? Trust me, it's not a good price action today. Even the whole bull run, it was not so clean. Everything is messy over here. The price action is extremely messy. So I believe that you should have watched my weekly analysis. And as I'm here in front of you, I have to frame some trade. It's easier for me to frame the trade again and again in a good day, like where there is a red folder news. But in this type of situation where we don't have any red folder news, low volatile area, it's extremely hard to frame a trade. So for me, that is why I am a noob in London session, because there is no volatility. But as the New York session, we have the volatility because of the news. If there is no news, no volatility, no trade for me. I always wait for the perfect day, because I believe that 1, 2, or 3 days will be enough for being profitable. I don't need to trade every single day. Instead of that, if I get a perfect day, like most of the time, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, these 3 days are the best to trade. Sometimes you don't have the news around Monday, so skip Monday and Tuesday. If you don't have news in Tuesday, skip both of those days. Okay, train yourself not to trade if there is no news. After the news there will be some volatility and it will be easier to take an entry. If you are not greedy, you can easily take lot of profit like 30 to 40 handle profit, and you can be get out from the market. It's all up to you. The way you actually trade, it's up to you. Over here I am bullish, still I'm bullish. The explanation, the price action I have already explained. Price went lower, take all of this liquidity, sell side liquidity has taken, market went higher, market structure shift, entry fair value gap, last fair value gap. Price came to the entry fair value gap, went higher, lowest down close body close candle is your order block. Price traded the order block. Now it has traded the min threshold. Nobody closed below the min threshold. When price went higher, this high and that high, they have made relatively equal highs, which is my buy side liquidity now. So all I need a market structure shift over here. If I get a perfect market structure shift toward the buy side liquidity, I'll take that entry. For me, this breaker block is much more easier to frame a trade. That's why I kept that breaker block on my chart. First time it didn't work. That volatility, or sorry, that manipulation was too fast, went much more lower, took all of the liquidity, trade the entry fair value gap constant encroachment one more time, went higher again. If market can close above this breaker block one more time, I will take one more buy. Only if market close below this fair value gap, I will be bearish. Either, I mean, until then I'm bullish. See the price action over here, all of this price action, very nasty price action. Okay, don't force the market, just wait. This is the last fair value gap from 1 minute chart. You can see this is the 1 minute last fair value gap here, this one. So I don't need it anymore. Actually I can leave it, let it go, and yeah, so just let it go. I have to wait, there is no other way. I'm going to remove the breaker block as well. Let's go with the perfect one. I'm not bearish, I'm bullish. Just watching this level, this mean threshold line from 15-minute chart, all I don't want to see is a body close below this mean threshold. That's all I don't want to see. If it closes below this mean threshold, I will be in no man's land. So no trade for me. So far I have a loss of 752 ticks, 7 handle and 2 ticks. So I'll go for that mitigation of 7 handle. I believe that I'll be able to catch more move until this buy side liquidity. So about at least 23 handle I will get it. I'm confident with that. Today's price action is not good at all. See this too high, they're relatively equal highs. Okay, so you can't use those as your market structure shift swing high. You just can't use them as your market structure shift. Keep that in your mind, because they are relatively equal highs. They are not a single high which is valid for shifting market structure. Here all you have this swing high which is valid for shifting market structure until now. This swing high, that is the only swing high which is valid for shifting market structure. If any of you are looking for sell, please go for that. I have no objection. I am just not interested to take sell. That's all. And still you can see dollar index is went little higher. I guess until the 50% of that week. Let me check. No, it didn't reach until that, but it went higher. But dollar, I mean Nasdaq is still over here. No down move. So it refused to go lower. Instead of that, this run has taken all of this sell side liquidity. See this sell side liquidity over here on mid chart. This run has taken all of this sell side liquidity. Still, it is bullish to me. This market is not good. That's the only thing. Let me check what is this guy is doing. He is in a very bad situation. This guy is also very bad situation. The mini S&P actually more worst price action, a very worst price action. Is this is doing okay? It went much more lower, taken all of this liquidity. Perfect, a perfect time to go higher. I believe so. Oh, by the way, let me mark the breaker block one more time. That was the breaker block. I'm not gonna take the entry as I told you, but I'm not going to push my button. But here, this candle close, I will be in the market again one more time. But here, as I told you, that I will go with the perfect setup. If I get the perfect setup, I will go for that. Otherwise, I'm not gonna push my button. But this is how actually ICT told that when market will go above the breaker block, you have to take the entry. I what I do, I actually wait to close the candle above the breaker block. When it close, the very next candle start, I'm all on the market. That's the thing I do. If the breaker block doesn't work for the first time, if I'm so confident about the breaker block, then only then I do this type of things. So I will just put it, but remember I didn't take this entry. Okay, I am not interested to take that entry. But here, I'll just go on that area. That is my breaker block entry. If it doesn't work for the first time, second time, I go for the for more high. Okay, this buy side liquidity should be my target, that buy side liquidity. But here I just mark that high, swing high. Over here, this is the gap which is important. Keep that in your mind. Okay, this fair value gap is extremely important. I got the market structure shift over here, and see this fair value gap, it doesn't want to give me the setup, I believe. So it won't give me the setup by the perfect setup. But here, this is the entry fair value gap, this is the last fair value gap, but I will go with the first fair value gap. So here the risk will be little more. If I take the entry over there, I have to cover the last fair value gap, something like that. Here that will be my entry depending on the perfect setup. Let me see here. but I have to cover the last one. I don't think so that market will reach until that area, but still I have to cover that last one. Okay, I don't have any other option without covering the last fair value gap. It's not a huge stop loss. I believe it's just 9 handle stop loss. Cool. Okay, so there would be two type of entry. If I were trading, I would take first entry depending on that breaker block, and then I would add one more over there to that fair value gap depending on that perfect setup. So here I will take a partial when market will be above this high. This is the first partial area. Again guys, it is going to work 100%. I don't know. I don't know. It's logical to me. I believe that it should work. So I will frame my trade like this way. Breaker block entry, perfect entry. Here I can't wait for the entry fair value gap. The reason is this area breaker block is much more important. So most of the time market doesn't even give me the opportunity to take entry to that fair value gap. It doesn't give me that entry. As fortunately I have this last fair value gap, so I got the reaction. See this reaction sent the price to that entry fair value gap. I mean, sorry, the first fair value gap. That is why I am lucky to catch that move, but stop loss has to be below this last fair value gap. Now the only thing I should see is body close above this fair value gap, and it can't be a fake breakout. It has to be fast. I mean, it has to go fast, something like boom, something like that, because this last fair value gap has the power to send it back until this breaker block one more time. I don't want to see the reaction from that fair value gap. That's all I don't want to see. Another thing market can do is market can make a order block over here. I mean a down close candle. It can make a down close candle which is called the order block. It can make the order block around that area as well. This is all the probability I'm just talking about. Keep that in your mind. You just can't wait for this entry fair value gap entry. If market reach until that area, you are lucky. But most of the time, market even don't trade the highest fair value gap. This fair value gap, market even doesn't trade this fair value gap. It is extremely bullish because of this breaker block. The breaker block is playing the master role over here. All I told, market can make a order block over here. So down close candle, if it can make a down close candle, that is a order block which is going to be used for pyramid entry. So if it can make a order block over here, that is gonna be used for pyramid entry later. The lowest down close body close candle. I'm not reading any of your comment because because of the experience from the morning session. So I don't care, okay, if I am not right today, not even one time, I don't care at all. But I would love to stay with my analysis the way I read the price. I will keep doing the same thing, same way. I don't want to be diverted by your comment. That's all. Yeah, it is going to take that high so far. I believe so. Yeah, it is going to take that high. I mean, from 15-minute chart also, it's cool. Okay, it's look like very cool. So far, I'm okay. I just need to see a body close above this last fair value gap from 1-minute chart, and that can't be a fake breakout. That means one body close above the fair value gap, and the very next candle come back again inside this fair value gap. I don't want to see that. I would love to see some kind of volatility which will close above this parabolic gap and it will keep going higher. That's all I would love to see. By the way, if this candle close above that high, then this is the order block real high. Okay, so here this is the order block. Here this is the order block, and this two level is the order block level. Okay, so as I told, I don't want to see a next candle will close inside this parabolic gap again. I don't want to see that. That is called the fake breakout. Here this parabolic gap, this is the last parabolic gap from 1 minute chart. Here I don't want to see that market will close inside this parabolic gap. Instead of that, I would love to see market will keep going higher at least until that high. It will take that high, so it will give me the partial. Before trading over there, yeah, it can trade the order block. There is nothing wrong with that. This is the consecutive order block. The high and the open of this consecutive order block is important. So if I were trading, that is the area where I should add more. That means pyramid entry, something like that. This is the area where I should do the pyramid entry. It's not good at all because one candle close above this parabolic gap, the very next candle come back again into this parabolic gap. Not good at all. I want to say market will close above this parabolic gap one more time. At least one more time it will close above this parabolic gap. Extremely important. And if it can touch this order block level, I will remove this one. So I will just remove that one, and I'm gonna keep this order block only because there is a lot of lines. I don't want to see a lot of lines. Need expansion now. A very nice speed. Speed is important now. Yeah, extremely important. The speed is extremely important right now. It's cool. Okay, one candle close, second candle close, so when two candle close above the parabolic gap, I see that it is breaking the parabolic gap. So this parabolic gap is broken already. It's a good sign for me, and I start to believe that my target is going to hit. In this type of situation, I put my stop loss around the, what to say, at the break even, something like that. And I love this speed. See, this type of speed should be happen after trading this order block. Speed is expected. Now market is going to take that one right now or not, I don't know, because we are going to see the macro, so it can spend some more time. Okay, it can spend some more time because of macro. Now I would love to put this one, sorry, not that one, control Z, this one. Okay, so 17 handle would be the my profit. Here I have a loss of 7 handle and I have a profit of 17 handle, 17.5. So keep that in your mind. I would love to see how many loss I can take and how many profit I can make. That is minus. So that was the first entry and that was the second one. As I told you, I don't know market is going to take that buy side liquidity right now or it will spend little more time over here. By the way, my stop loss is over here now. I will just take 3 handle stop loss or maybe to the break even. Okay, just think that my stop loss is the break even. I don't know that market is going to take that sell side buy side liquidity right now or not because of two macro. Okay, so market can use the macro to take that buy side liquidity. It can happen as well. So it can spend little more time over here before taking that buy side liquidity. But this buy side liquidity, when it will be taken, market will target this one. This is the all-time high, or maybe we will see how it react around that area. This is the fair value gap which I really want to say unfilled, but if it is filled, I will start to look for breaker again. See this breaker, remember this breaker? I will start to look for breaker. If it can fill this fair value gap perfectly, then I will start to look for a breaker again. Initially I want to see that it will be unfilled. If it is unfilled, then market is extremely bullish and it will keep going higher, and you will see another expansion like this. See this expansion, I told that speed, you will see that type of speed again. If market fail to close this fair value gap perfectly, then you will expect the same speed again. It is closed by body, so I will start to look for a breaker again over here. Now every low, high, lower low, the highest up close body close candle is going to be my breaker. As I told, don't think that market has done its job. No, market didn't complete its job. It's spending time because of the macro, I guess. Or if it take that buy side liquidity before the macro, it is also cool. But we will see what is going to happen. We have to just observe the price. We don't have anything to do right now except observing the price. And I will make it little higher. See this run, it went lower. That is unexpected, okay? Because this breaker block was so perfect. So when market closed above this breaker block, that entry was so perfect. Now I really don't have anything to do in this type of situation. Sometimes it happens over manipulation. But when I get this manipulation, I get more confident that market is going to take that buy side liquidity, because this is a perfect breaker block. So next time when market close above this breaker block, I pushed my button confidently over there, that okay, this time market is going at least for this buy side liquidity. Here the timing is a little bad. I mean, we are very near to 2 p.m. macro, that's why it's just spending some little time over here, but I believe that market will go for that buy side liquidity. Okay, trust me. And that week 50% was gold entry. That run was also macro run, right? Which run you were talking about? The macro is 1250 to 110. That's the macro, 1250 110. There's no other macro. So I saw in the Twitter that some people actually write down that 120 to 140 is the macro. No, there is no other macro except the 12 50 10 macro. 50 and 10, 50 and 10, except the last hour. Around the last hour you have some other macros, but except the last hour there is no other macro except like 1050 1110, 1150 1210, 150 210, something like that. This is the only macro. There is no other macro. ICT confirmed that very recently, that whoever is explaining the macro, except that top of the hour, they're just lying to you. don't get uh, diverted. Now this is a perfect setup, but entry you have to be very careful about the entry. Okay, here you can't wait for the entry fair value gap. You just can't wait for that entry fair value gap because of this breaker. So you have to understand the fact over here. In this type of area, I have marked this one as my breaker block, but there is another breaker block. If you want to mark this one, this is also a breaker block. See this one, this is also a breaker block. Why? This breaker block worked previously because of the macro. This breaker block is much more important, but here low, high, lower low. This is the highest up close body close candle. Price closed above this breaker block, come back again to this breaker block, boom. It doesn't need to even come until this fair value gap. It doesn't need to come over here. We were lucky because we had this 1 minute last fair value gap and we got the reaction from that 1 minute last fair value gap. That reaction sent the price until the fair value gap, first fair value gap went higher, order block, consecutive order block. Why you will look for consecutive order block? This candle has closed above both of this candle. So this is the consecutive order block. The opening and the high, both of this area is highly valuable as a consecutive order block. So this order block, trade order block went higher. Where did it came? Very near to the buy side liquidity. So did it done its job yet? No, it didn't. Why it is spending the time right now? Because of the macro. We are just before the macro, 150 to 210 macro. I believe that because of the macro, market is just spending time over here so that it can use the macro for taking some obvious liquidity. That is why it is spending time over here. Now it is really risky to hold the trade right now because around macro it can go little lower. But in my opinion, this breaker block, order block should be the last line for falling. It can retest the order block before going higher. So in my opinion, this order block is safe to hold the price. It's safe, okay? But at the same time, just remember my stop loss is at the break even. So I put my stop loss to the break even so that I can catch the whole run. By the way guys, if anyone is new to my channel, you can subscribe to my channel. I am really sorry because I'm not reading your comment. I just get it was a bad day for me. At the morning session I got really angry. I don't know why, but my behavior was not good around the morning session. But you guys are also responsible, okay? Because I keep telling you, please don't force me to change my bias. Even if I'm wrong, I'm cool with that, but don't force me to change my bias. I don't want to change my analysis. I would love to do with my analysis, but you guys keep pushing me, so it was little disaster to me. So yeah, that's all. Okay, 110 ECM in that week, 136 is also order block. No, it's not order block, not even the propulsion block. Nothing, just a candle. If this candle could touch this open or the perfect one, I could tell that a propulsion block, but still now this is not a propulsion block as well. Actually not like that, Jack T. You can say this is propulsion block because it has traded this order block high and didn't close below the min threshold. So yeah, you can call it a propulsion block. You can call it a propulsion block. Yeah, brother, you can call it a propulsion block, and yeah, it is reacting the propulsion block as well. So obviously, yeah, you can go for that as a propulsion block. I'm sorry for my first reply, but I guess you can use this as a propulsion block. I'm sorry, okay. Just don't think that market has done its job. It is going to take that buy side liquidity. It is going to give me the boom. That's for sure. I don't know I'll be stopped out beforehand or not, but it is going to take that buy side liquidity. The only reason it is spending time is because of the macro. Okay, right now this is the macro time, so market is in the macro. That is the only reason market is spending time. So keep that in your mind. Okay. And yeah, if anyone is new, you can subscribe to my channel. Welcome to my channel. I think I'm not the best, but yeah, I'm whatever I have, I'm trying to give you everything. That's all. So from the beginning, if you understand why I was bullish, and I have already explained this from the beginning. If you missed that, please watch the first part of my stream. You'll understand everything why I was bullish. Just depending on everything, market went lower. Take all of this sell side liquidity. Trade the last fair value gap from 15-minute chart. Went higher. Market structure shift. Trade the entry fair value gap. This is the last fair value gap. Trade the entry fair value gap. Went higher. This is the down close body close candle, which is called the wardrobe block. Trade the wardrobe block and the min threshold. No body closed below the min threshold. So I started to look for buy. Over here you have two type of situation. If you know how to mark the breaker block, you can take that entry. So you see, I had a 7 handle loss. Do I really care about that? No, I don't care, because later I am able to catch 17 handle. If you don't like the breaker block entry, or if you don't know how to mark the breaker block, no problem. Wait for a market structure shift, fair value gap entry. Okay. Here it is a tricky entry. Maybe you will miss the entry. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe you will wait for 50% trade, optimal trade. In that type of situation, you will miss the trade. Or if you miss it, nothing to worry about. But still, you are not going to take sell. That's the part, right? Here, when you saw this fair value gap, you are not going to take the sell. If you understand the whole concept over here, this is the buy side liquidity. Initially, that is by buy side liquidity, but eventually, that is the exact buy side liquidity. Market is going for that buy side liquidity. Now if anyone have any question, you can ask me. I will be read your comment. Okay, thank you guys for writing boom. I missed that. Thank you all, okay, for writing down boom, man. You're very good, brother. Thank you. uh, you're most welcome. The facts and lies. Thank you, brother, to for telling me that I'm good. OMG. Okay. Yesterday I was trying to show you my Twitter follower 1000. I missed it because it was 999, but now you can see I have 1000 followers to my Twitter. So I'm really so happy. Okay, I'm extremely happy. Okay, if I just mark the week from 15-minute chart, it has traded the constant encroachment of that week from 15-minute chart for dollar index. That's cool. It should fall. It should fall. Let's see if I can mark the boom. I mean, write the boom one more time or not. But still, if you see the run from here, from the first fair value gap to until here, 15 handle, not bad in a low volatile day. It's not a bad run. But yeah, I will still try to catch that 20 handle profit. It's your fault, bro. I sent you tens of messages to ignore those people and don't be distracted. I don't have a blue lens to block them. I missed all of your comment. I'm extremely sorry, Jackie. I mean, Sometimes it happens. I'm extremely sorry for that, brother. I am really sorry because some of you are here to learn, and I focus on some bullshit people, really, uh, who was just forcing me. I mean, I just got angry with one guy, and his name was A. Okay, just A. I really got fed up on him. So that only guy just made everything wrong to me. But yeah, tomorrow we don't have news as well, so we might have another slow day. Okay, I didn't know that. I thought that tomorrow we have a news. Peter, I will block them all. Please block them all, brother. Yeah, he just came yesterday. That guy just came yesterday. That A, and just started to judge me. I don't like if people start to judge with. I mean, just 1 or 2 days they started to judge people. That's not good. I don't like this type of people. They're very impatient. Example: turtle soup entry. Some people really cannot understand. We are here to learn, folks. Yep, you're right. 73.50 traded and pullback. It's going to take that line, okay? This line it's going to take. Until this line is not taken, I'm not convinced. So I need to see that market has taken this line. That's all I would love to see. I don't care about anything else. All I would love to see, market will take that line. That's all. Respect you, you are the wizard. Do not let the haters upset you. Boom. Thank you, Ben. Thanks, Ben. I told you after 1 month only, so he won't kick me out. One more handle remaining. Is that one more handle? 33. Yeah, just one more handle. I need to see one more handle over there. But it's going to take not only that high, not only that line, but also some little higher. Okay. So until this rejection block, it will reach until that rejection block at least here until that line. Make it line. So it will reach until that line at least. Keep that in your mind. But if it happens before 2, I'll be very happy because around 2 the boom. And the 20 handle, okay. So this is the PM session. This is the overall result from the PM session. Still it will keep going higher until this line. Trust me, don't forget about that line. It is going over there. So my real boom will come when market will reach at least until that line. The very next candle is the 2 p.m. candle. Let's see if we can get the run around 2 p.m. or not. Is that a good price action? Bullshit price action. Trust me, it's the bullshit price action until now. Still I'm expecting the precision from the price action. So the precision is if market can reach until that line, it's called the precision. So I'm expecting the precision. I don't know it is going to give me the precision or not. Over here I have the last fair looker from 1 minute chart as well. So let's see. It is trading the 1 minute last fair looker from here. This is the 1 minute last fair lookup as well. So I don't believe that it has done its job. It should keep going higher, little higher at least. At the same time, I'm expecting precision from unprecised market. That is the rejection block. See this thing. This is the rejection block. The market should reach until that rejection block. My real boom will come if market can reach until that rejection block. If it failed to touch over there, I'm wrong. Okay, I'm absolutely wrong. If it failed to touch over there, I'm wrong. This is my boom. This is my boom. Okay, it came to this rejection block. I got my boom over there. Now that is also unexpected. Actually, I didn't expect that much precision, but this is called precision. Now market can reach little lower. It can reach little lower, or this buy side liquidity, it can keep going higher. Anything can happen now. I'm not interested to frame anything right now. I need to see first what market would love to do, because market has taken so many things over, so many things has done already. I have to wait for little manipulation or something like that. So 7 handle loss, 7 handle profit, 20 handle profit. So overall 30 handle profit. Is it enough? I guess so. Real boom. When you give so many entries, if we take probability more than 80% was win today. Oh man, my head is just spinning. Okay, not spinning actually. Sorry, it was just paining. Uh, Maybe we make the comments only for member only. Should I do that? What do you think, guys? Should I do that? Members only comment. Oh, by the way, please hit the like button. Make sure that you give me at least 50 likes. So I would love to see the 50 likes. The reaction from the rejection block. Just look at this reaction. Okay, I don't need to see market is falling. I don't need to see that. But can you see the reaction from the rejection block? What a reaction, man. This is called precision. Now I'm not getting precision, not every single time. Okay, sometimes I'm lucky I'm getting that precision. Most of the time I'm not getting it. By the way, this is the place where I should look for a fast travel gap entry. First market has to close below this fair value gap. This is the first fair value gap. I guess I'm not sure. This high is not taken, I guess. Yeah, it's not taken and it has traded the last fair value gap. So I believe that there will be a first fair value gap entry, but first market has to close below this fair value gap. Look, it didn't close below the fair value gap. It opened below the fair value gap. It's not valid. It's not valid. It has to close below the fair value gap. Then it will be a first fair value gap. It's the place where you should start to look for a first fair value gap entry. And you know the first fair value gap entry is valid until the entry fair value gap. So even if you take that entry, if you can manage that entry, your target will be here. This will be your target. Ah, that's what I asked above. What did you ask, Jack T brother? I missed your comment, I guess. Could be first fair value gap trade if it reached last fair value gap and rejected. I don't need that last fair value gap. All I need to see is, did it take all the relatively equal highs and fail to take the extreme high. So this is the extreme high which has traded the 1 minute last fair value gap. This high has taken all the highs, failed to take the highest high. So this high has valid as a first fair value gap entry. Now here the price action is not so cool and market didn't close below this fair value gap. Either way, still it is not a valid first fair value gap. Okay, first market has to close below this fair value gap, not open. This is the open. Try to understand, this is the open and this is the close. It didn't close below this fair value gap, so it's not valid. Take the entry. Guys, if you don't give me likes, at least 15 more likes, so near about 90 people are watching. If you don't give me at least 50 likes, I'm gonna close my trade. Sorry, it's the session right now, right here. Just push the like button first, then start to watch. 90 people are watching, even 50 people doesn't want to give me the likes, and I believe that out of 90 people there are 80 people who are my subscribers. Okay, at least 80 people are my subscriber, because I'm not going to get a lot of new subscribers. It's very rare. So still you see 5769, so no subscribers. So all of you are new and not new. You are with me for so long. Please give me the likes. Make sure that it's 50 likes. If it's not 50, I'm gonna stop over here right now. I'm not going to talk, not even a single word. By the way, thank you for giving me 50 likes. It was a very tough moment to get at least 50 likes out of 90 people. That's cool. What do you think? Market will fall now? I don't think so. I don't think that market will fall now. Still, I'm bullish until that buy side liquidity. Better I will wait to see if market can trade any fair value gap or not. Or I should have waited little more time for fixing something, right? Because after a move, when market has reached some kind of certain level, most of the time it consolidate. So if you want to wait until 2:30, I believe that you will get some better price action. And don't forget about that candle, very small body with a longer wick. That is also a sign of a consolidation. So plus keep that in your mind, okay? Don't just take sell, because I don't think so that market will go lower right now after watching all of this price action. The manipulation, the lower manipulation happened, higher manipulation happened, and we are at the end of the day. I don't think so that market will go much more lower now. But here, if you go to the top step X, I believe that you will get a sell setup from 30-second or 15-second chart. I believe that you will get a sell setup. Yep, there. This, see this market structure shift. This is your sell side liquidity over there. This is your sell side liquidity. Here is your fair value gap. This is your entry. This is your target. Here, a very small range. From there to there. Just 5 handle. I know it's a very small, but still it is tradable. Okay, I mean, still it is tradable. Hindsight, no man. It's the logic. And actually, this low is should be your target. So around that area. Yeah. Let me check if I have any other sell side liquidity. I have another sell side liquidity here. This is also a sell side liquidity, that is probable, but for that you need more confirmation. So if I have two contract, then I will take a partial over there. I will keep it until that area. If I have two contract, okay, I mean, if I take two contract entry, then I will hold it until that area, but I will take the partial around that area. A stop loss is going to be very tight, okay, above here, just above that fair value gap. This should be your stop loss. Now this one is not obvious, but here this one was obvious. So I will write down here, boom, but I will see if it can reach over there or not. Man, superb. Today I was only $50 to reach 200 daily and lost all. So now I'm slowly building back. That's cool, man. Good night, brother. Hey, Ryan. See you tomorrow, brother. Yeah, I will close my session as well, but I would love to stay here for some more times. Not good. I'm sure others will agree. I recommend new joiners to keep coming to these sessions. You will learn how to read price action. All the best. Thank you, Imran Muhammad. Thank you, brother. It's not valid yet. I'm doing it because I have to wait for until 9, sorry, 2:30. So I'm doing this 30-second chart job. As you can see now, this is order block. I need expansion now. A very nice, good expansion. I mean, speed on the market to see that market close below this low. I need that speed right now because market has traded the order block. Everything has done. It should keep going lower. It should close below that low. If it can close below this low, then this liquidity will be triggered. This type of thing I explained yesterday. When market has taken the obvious liquidity, after that you will try to catch some small move. Okay, that's the best option, to catch the small move from the second chart. And over there you always look for the obvious liquidity. So over there, that was the obvious liquidity. This is also the liquidity. I believe that market will reach until that liquidity at least. Okay, from 30-second chart, this is the relatively equal lows. I believe that market will reach until that relatively equal lows. I believe so. This is the area to pyramid entry. Okay, so here is the pyramid entry area. I just don't get confused. I love this 30-second chart, 15-second chart. So here I will add one more contract. If I were in this trade, here order block is the second option to add more contract. Here is the third option to add the last time. If you want to add more, this is the last opportunity to add more over there. One candle close below this line. I'm cool with that, but I would love to see expansion below this low. My stop loss will be to the break even now. So if I were in this trade, that would be my stop loss now. Because this Fibonacci gap should not be broken. It should hold the price, send it back for the sell side liquidity. The algorithm should work like that way. That is my stop loss. Okay, remember that is my stop loss. This line. I'll put it over here now. Now my stop loss is over here. I should put it above high, above here, but if you look at the precision should be there, above this candle high. It can reach until this line one more time. Okay, it can reach until here one more time. Looking at this 30-second chart, it can reach until that area. This is my stop loss. Remember that. Was that fun, man? Uh, by the way, 5770, it's a nice number. Thank you guys. Whoever actually subscribed, thank you so much. Over here, you can see just a run after the rejection block rejected price. Look at this 1 minute chart. So from 1 minute chart, it's really difficult to trade. But as I told you, after taking some kind of obvious liquidity, you always go to your 30-second chart and 50-second chart. Either way, you will get a setup. Okay, any of this chart will give you a setup. That's for sure. If you see this market structure shift, fair value gap entry, your stop loss will be above this high. This relatively equal loss, perfect. Don't want to take re-entry over there. Don't want to take entry over there. Take entry over here. Lot of opportunity from the second chart. But always you have to keep that in your mind. You have to go with some kind of obvious liquidity. I mean, if you see obvious liquidity, see this one. This was the obvious liquidity. This is just a liquidity, normal liquidity. My advice is to go for this type of a small liquidity. Okay, so just for this. But if you have more than one contract, look, just three handle. If you take two contract, not a big deal. What is the risk to reward ratio? 1:4. Not bad. Not bad. Okay. By the way, thank you guys for writing down boom. Um, Not a lot of people are interested, but still, thank you for writing down boom. I'm tired of writing boom today. All witness. All witness. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry, Sizo. I'm sorry for that. Thanks, Jizo. JJ for boom, brother. Thanks, Sizo, for penguin. Alhamdulillah, boom. Thank you, Imran. Thank you. Me, I miss you for the boom, brother. Bro, need double. Oh, okay. Mindy, boom. Mindy, you are new to my channel, I guess. Thank you, brother, for writing boom, brother. Yeah, guys, whatever. I was actually here to explain the buy setup around that area because how I read the price action, I believe that you have watched that from the beginning. So everything over here, this is how I actually go. I really don't care about the first loss over here. That was a loss, right? The breaker block failed. I get a 7 handle loss. But then I was able to take 30 handle. Just did I talk? Did was that hindsight? Did I tell when the market will close above the breaker block one more time? I'll take entry. Even what ICT do? ICT see market went just above the breaker block, he take entry. Sometimes above the mean threshold of the breaker block, he take entry. But I'm afraid to do that. Instead of that, I wait for the confirmation. So if I see market close above the breaker block, I take re-entry. And this is how this is the rejection block. Remember rejection block. See from 1 minute chart, do you see any setup? No, I don't see any setup from 1 minute chart. Nothing is clear over here. But after doing something very obvious, if you go to your small time frame, you will get a lot of entry over there. Lot of entry. Just you have to keep pushing the button. And yeah, don't know. Oh man, the biggest boom. Thank you guys. Thanks for today's stream. And yeah, I'm done for today. Really, my head is paining. Okay, I mean headache, and yeah, so 1.5 hour I disturbed you guys. Extremely sorry for that, and I'm extremely sorry for the morning behavior. I shouldn't be arrogant like that way. It was disaster, man. Okay, so if anyone is new to my channel, you can subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to give me a like before leaving the stream. Please don't forget to give me a like. Okay, guys, if anyone has any question, ask me now. Otherwise, I'm gonna close my session for today. So I will meet you tomorrow, and I believe that tomorrow we have some news. Wednesday we have FOMC around 2 p.m. So around the morning session, it's gonna be very difficult to trade as well. But in the PM session, I believe that we will get some good setup around 2 p.m. after the news. So yeah, that's all. If anyone has any question, you can ask. Otherwise, I'm done. Okay, man, you don't need to say sorry. You have to be rude. This is trading, real life, all emotions. Okay, thank you, man. Thank you, Kristen, for that boom, brother. Okay, so I don't think so. You have any question? Is 18766 valid MMS? 18766. Are you talking about this one? If you are talking about this one, let me check. I don't think so. It's a valid market structure shift. No, brother, it's not a valid market structure shift. Swing high on its left, on my right. No, I don't have. No, it's not a valid market structure shift. I'm sorry, but not a valid market structure shift. If you only look for market structure shift, there was no swing low which is valid for shifting market structure. Okay. Now you can say, brother, it worked perfectly. Yeah, it worked perfectly. I can see it, but it's not valid for shifting market structure. It is market structure shift, but not valid with my rules. We'll be live tomorrow in the London session. Yeah, yeah, I hope so. I will be live with gold market around the London session. If no load shedding, then I will be live around the London session. don't think that it has done its lower job. See this sell side liquidity, it has made this sell side liquidity, so it should take that sell side liquidity reach until any of this fair value gap like yesterday. That doesn't mean you will look for a sell. Please be careful about trading right now. Price action is not so cool. It's really difficult. Okay, so you have to stay with lot of fact. You have to keep that in your mind. But so far you can see this clean sell side liquidity from one minute chart. It can be triggered. Okay, so before falling, before going higher, it can be triggered. That is my primarily expectation. I'm not bullish, I'm not bearish. I'll expect that market will keep spending time over here until the macro 3 p.m. macro. So yeah. Okay guys, thank you. And there is the link of my Twitter. If anyone is interested, you can join my Twitter. Okay. So thank you guys. Thanks for joining. I hope that we'll meet tomorrow.